Ladies and gentlemen, that has been none other than Nicholas with his amazing music. I hope that the Luo community in the audience, you have had a little more fun because you can get to hear the words, but we are loving the Nick's music. And everywhere, please remember to go follow him on his social media platforms, subscribe to his music, to his YouTube channel, get to listen in, share, comment, let him know that he is doing an amazing job, because he actually is. I want to get to a bit of your comments because you are already up. Thank you very much. Gikiri Ed, let me see, Generali Wailer is back. Anasema streaming from Machakos Town. Avush Bernardino Lord is saying good morning art and culture. Monday locked live Kasarani Nairobi. Thank you very much for tuning in. That has been our launch number 1, and we have definitely had an amazing time, listening in and getting entertained. And I know that you guys have learned a thing or two. Now, moving on, we want to go back to the play that we were watching at the beginning of the show. If you're just joining us, we have a play that is called The Absurd Play, that you're going to be listening in and watching in, and getting to have a good time, because this is Art and Culture Monday. We talk a lot about plays, and when we have a chance to play a recorded one, we do not pass it. So I want you to enjoy that. Then when we come back after the play, we're going to be having our second and last guest of the day with an amazing conversation. His name is Martin Kigondu, and yes, he has been here before, not once, not twice, because we enjoy these conversations. So we are going to be talking about the show that is Supernova. If you missed it, here is your chance. Here is your chance to redeem yourself and enjoy a fantastic show with Martin Kigondu. All right. So right about now, we want to get on to the play, but when we come back, we are going to be headed to our lounge number 2.
Repossessing your property, intellectual or material.
This and more, only on Law Matters.
Kutafuta kazi, tunaweza kuanzisha miradi yetu ambayo ingetusaidia kubadilisha maisha ya wazazi wetu.
Kwa vijana wenzangu, wengi hawana kazi, lakini ikiwa sisi wenyewe tutajiamini, tunaweza kujiajiri wenyewe.
Afrika kwa kweli tuna mahitaji ambayo ukiyasuluhisha unaweza kuathiri watu kwenye bara hili
bila uoga. Watu huwa na uzalishaji zaidi, wanajawa na ujasiri, wanakuwa wabunifu na wanakuwa wenye maarifa.
Niliamua kuacha kazi, hata kama sitafanikiwa, nitakuwa nimejaribu, nitakuwa najua haiwezekani.
Hakuna kitu cha ajabu hapa. Kila anayepata ufanisi hufanya kazi usiku na mchana.
Kitu kitakusukuma na kuwezesha kupata maarifa ambayo hukuwa nayo.
Tunajaribu kutengeneza kitu kitakachopita mipaka ya nchi hii.
Ikiwa unataka kubadilisha ulimwengu, anza na nyumbani.
Welcome to Children's Corner. Welcome to
Children's Corner.
Children's
Corner.
Maelfu na maelfu ya wahamiaji wakiwa na watoto kutoka nchi za Amerika ya Kati wanaendelea kuwasili kwenye mpaka kati ya Marekani na Mexico.
But folks, I'm going. Thank you very, very much. I appreciate it. Thank you.
Ni habari kutoka pembe zote duniani.
Pipopa si kukufuku. Pipopa ni idea.
Tazidi ananyonya, hanyonyi vizuri, anakuwa hayuko comfortable.
Jeshi la Jamhuri ya Kidemokrasia ya Kongo linapambana na uasi wa ADF.
Kwa sasa wito kwa mashirika, makampuni na vile vituo vya uchukuzi.
Mambo mengi yatakwenda kama yalivyopangwa.
Hapa ni kuna mmoja wa viongozi wa chama cha wavuvi katika eneo hili.
Zaidi tunajaribu kuwapa chanjo ili ina boost ama inanyanyua kinga ya mwili, ndio inaenda kupelekea kupambana na virusi.
Ni Duniani Leo, Jumatatu mpaka Ijumaa, moja kwa moja kutoka VOA Swahili, Washington DC.
Kurunzi ya kilimo huimarisha afya na uchumi endelevu katika jamii. Ni msingi mkubwa wa kipindi Boresha Kilimo. Kipindi hiki kinajikita katika teknolojia ya kisasa, utafiti na ushirikishaji wa wadau wa kilimo kuonyesha shughuli mbalimbali shambani. Kwa suluhu ya utoshelevu wa chakula, tazama Boresha Kilimo.
Lola ni programu inayokupa fursa ya kutizama video zozote pindi tu unapokuwa na nafasi. Hadithi za kukupa motisha, drama, maisha ya vyuo vikuu, teknolojia, masuala ya jamii, kuzuru maeneo tofauti, spoti, burudani na zaidi. Pata programu ya Lola sasa kwenye rununu yako kwa yote unayohitaji.
Technology, science, innovation, ICT and research. These are the ingredients upon which the solutions to the 21st century problems are founded. In a world that is rapidly changing, it's all hands on deck to ensure a balance in all fields of life. Women, young and old, are also in the front line, breaking the glass ceiling, becoming thought leaders in the larger tech space. Not forgetting other societies marginalized. And when the tech Avengers come together, we inch closer to a much safer, efficient, and sustainable world. What we view as a norm in today's advanced world was just an idea, and for nostalgic reasons, we trace back to the iconic days to bring you the retro tech. On Technovation Show, we encapsulate all the pillars of the fourth industrial revolution, decoded in a language, all for one for all. Every Monday at 8:30 as we push the mantra, keep learning something new each and every day. Only on KUTV, a new experience.
They will scam
to the Lord. Put your hand to the loose. Now bend my hand right.
Right. Ready?
Yes, my Lord.
Who are you talking to?
Nah, my Lord.
I don't like people talking to themselves. It is a sign of trouble and none of man. And maybe a short trip to madness.
I wouldn't help it, sir. I was trying to marvel at what I've done. Behold, here on adversary has led the road.
Brilliant! Fantastic! What a miracle!
And a mighty deed accomplished by these great hands at your command.
Very good. I really wouldn't fail me. Now, look up for a coffee. Pick up a used one from these grapes.
I've already obtained one. Here it is.
And where are the contents from the grape?
Do you mean the box, sir?
No! I mean other items for going to sell. Have you got nothing from it?
Only a ragged jacket and a woman's hat. Not what I said.
Very well, very well. You know I have a fancy for second-hand things. Give them to me.
But for how much?
Negotiable. Depending on how much they will add at my second-hand shop mortuary and supply store. And for that coffee, that's it clean. Donating my coffee to a third floor will not be a mean achievement. I must create an impression during this burial ceremony. Ameacha bibi yake ameenda, ameenda, ameenda. Ameacha bibi yake ameenda, ameenda nyumbani kwa baba. My dear brothers and sisters, we've all gathered here to witness the cruelty of the miserable hands of death that have brought a close family friend within our midst. I learned of this death with great sorrow. Really miss him, and his gap will be difficult to fill. In deep sympathy, I have donated this beautiful coffee, and I have offered to incur all burial expenses, including a huge funeral party, in the honor of the deceased, who was a great friend of mine, must be accorded a decent burial. May his soul rest in peace. Ameacha bibi yake ameenda, ameenda, ameenda. Ameacha bibi yake ameenda, ameenda nyumbani kwa baba.
That's a good one. A masterpiece plan.
First class. But remember for the burial, to dig up for the coffin and take it down to my second-hand shop mortuary and supply store. The coffin must be restored.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. I hope that you are doing fantastic. We are at 14 minutes past 9 a.m. We are ready to do this. This is our last hour. We are giving it our all. If you're just joining us, you are watching Art and Culture Monday right here on KUTV with me, Karen Blessing, and I am not alone. I am in the company of a great gentleman, a thespian, filmmaker, writer. He wears many hats. Depends on mtaputana na yeye wapi. But this morning, I am glad to be in the company of Martin Kigondu. Good morning.
Morning.
How are you doing?
Niko mzima.
It's always a pleasure to have you here. Yeah. How is your Monday morning?
Monday morning is good. New week, new month.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm blessed and highly favored.
Thank you. Were you expecting Mandamano this morning?
I actually was.
Yeah.
I teach as well.
Yes.
So Monday we have classes. So
yes.
Ilikuwa 50-50. So
yes.
by last night tulikuwa, oh yeah, we still have a class.
Yeah.
So yes, I partially was.
Yes.
Yeah.
So students of Martin Kigondu, he's showing up for class
is he?
today. Today is not. All right. Let's see how that goes. But karibu sana. It's always a pleasure kama kawaida to have you here. Yeah. Please say hello to our audience. Tukumbushe wewe ni nani. Like we know you. Yeah. But we keep gathering very new audience, interestingly, at very different times. Yeah. So just tell us who you are, then we jump right into the conversation of the day.
That's all right. My name is Martin Kigondu.
Oh, yeah, you are here.
Good. Yes. My name is Martin Kigondu. I am a student of the craft.
Yes.
That's what I say. You to me say my full stop.
Yes.
But what I really mean is I am open to learning in every sphere of work, or every angle of the sphere that we work in.
Yes.
So my background is heavily in theater. And through theater, I act and I
Yes.
direct and I write as well. But I'm also a filmmaker, so I direct and I write as well.
Yes.
I write for TV as well.
Uh-huh.
I host Busy Being Born podcast.
Yes.
And most recently, I am now a film critic. Yeah. So yeah, there you go. So I got a bit of training around film journalism.
Yes.
So I'm a bit of everything around the arts.
Yes, so you wear many hats,
Many,
but you
many
love it because you do it with so much passion. It's amazing. It's amazing what one person can be able to do. So wait, critic, what does that mean?
It means, first of all, you'd have to be a love of cinema in the
Yes.
form of filmmaking. And you'd be in a position where you are able to call out the industry or to ask the industry to do better,
Yes.
or to just tell them they're doing a good job. Yeah, so any bit of training, you'd have to take time on it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's not just being a lover of film. So
Yeah.
I recently was part of the training done by One Fine Day, there now, Some Fine Day. And in that training, we got critics from across the border
Yeah.
and critics from home as well to do a bit of training on how to write on film and how
Yes.
to review film from basics, from film to camera, you
Yes.
know, from sound to everything else, and compare it with what has been done before,
Yes.
or see what new styles are coming out,
Yes.
what new voices are coming out. So it's just being a lover of film and being so much so a lover of it that you're ready to ask us to do better.
Yes,
So that is
it seems like the learning never stops for theater or for film generally. I like that. So does that mean where are we as our Kenyan, film industry, theater industry in general? Where do you think we are?
I could even answer that from the point of critiquing.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
So you'd find that in Europe is critic associations. In America the same, but in Africa we barely do.
Yeah.
And the only critic association that is here has less than 20 member countries.
Yeah.
A few are Nigerian here or there, South African here or there. We don't even have a Kenyan.
Yeah.
And around here, the few who've stepped forward to be critics of the form, be it especially film, have been thrown stones at.
Yes.
So you'd say, oh, this film, I think this is what could have been done better, etc. This film did a good thing. And there's always who are you to think that you can say anything about this film?
Yes.
Umetengeneza filamu,
How many of your films are out? So
Exactly.
I saw something similar, I think on TikTok, and there were, okay, of course that's a different genre, but I'd like to make a comparison. There were some TikTokers that were critiquing outfits that Kenyan celebrities have worn. And in all those wrangles and back and forth, I picked out something because someone said, the critiquing is not because I was even invited to the event, but me critiquing, in fact, gives value to whoever, to that whole team, to that whole filmmakers team that went for a red carpet. So which means you do not have to be an active participant per se to give an opinion. So I think we need some, because I have watched a Kenyan film on Netflix, watched another film from another country, and surely I'd have something small, might be small, but something small to say, here I think you would have done this and that. And of course, when you have given years to your life, now you even have a bigger responsibility to be able to say, you can do better, or you guys are doing a great job, because that's the only way to grow, really. So I think that's an interesting tag to add to your number of
Right.
the things that you do.
No, but it's scary. It's scary. I'm blogging as well.
Yeah.
And it's reviews from a glass house.
Yes.
And the reason I call it a glass house is because they say if you're living in a glass house, don't throw stones.
Don't throw stones.
So all I'm saying is I'm very much part of the industry, and I'm not throwing stones. I'm just, saying this is what I think and this is where we could go. And I'm even ready to forward my work as well and say, oh yeah, this is my latest film, this is my latest project. Let's talk, because discourse does not necessarily mean hating. It just means we are engaging and seeing how we can improve not only this piece of work, but improve industry. So in terms of coming back to your main question of where we are, I say we are on the right track. A lot more can be done.
Yeah.
But we have to realize you can only do so much. You know, Mahatma said, if you're cleaning up the world, just clean up, you know, your front yard.
Exactly.
Yeah. If we all do our bit,
Yes.
then the world will be clean. So if we all do our bit and
Yes.
we all strive to improve, then the industry will improve as well.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Because I feel whether or not we have you as critics, the audience always will. It may not be in a formal forum. The numbers don't lie. The views always will. So we better as well do it, because whoever we are giving these films and these pieces of art will always critique.
Yeah.
At some point, we'll always. I love this one. This one 6 out of 10. This one is, so there will always be.
They'll always have an opinion.
Exactly.
Oh, I have so many things to say about that.
Yeah.
But for this morning,
Yes.
I'll say it's still a balance as well. Yeah. So I attended the Kalasha Film Market last week, and what I kept hearing, especially from the new platforms that are coming to the country, is we need numbers, know what your audience wants to watch, you know, because they have an opinion and they know what they like. But I always come back to, but what is the voice of the artist? Because the artist doesn't have to be understood.
Exactly.
Yeah, especially at the start. We now celebrate Picasso, but when he was here, no one understood what he was doing.
Exactly.
So we also have the responsibility as artists to keep doing what we do, whether I'm not saying whether people like it or not, but as long as there's that urge to scratch this itch in you as an artist, you don't need to be figured out. Someday people might celebrate it, they might not. But even as artists, and that is why critics now come in. Because at times you now become the voice of that artist and say, maybe you don't get them, maybe you'll rate this film a 2, but I think this is a genius that is not yet understood.
Exactly.
So
it's a thin line.
It is.
It's a fine line right there. All right. That is good though, because now professionally, someone like you can be able to put that across, as opposed to me, who is just out here, you know, saying what I'm feeling, my feelings about the show. So thank you. I think that is going to be a good one. I hope that grows, that we have an actual critics who can talk for the artist and for the audience.
Exactly.
All the same. Yes. So let's get to the heart of the conversation. Supernova. For someone who has not been here before, or has not watched you here before, or has not come for Supernova, just a quick introduction of what is Supernova. What was the idea in Supernova that you liked to pass across?
Supernova is a one-man performance staged by Prevail Presents as a company. And it being a one-man performance means we get to see this actor on stage play different roles for at least 85 minutes thereabout. And the heart and the themes that this particular play tackles are around masculinity and grief and love, you know, and just being a man in the contemporary world. You know, we say Franklin, who is the actor in this, or who is the character in this, is a man living in particular urban isolation. And so urban isolation is what we get ourselves thanks to capitalism. Unajua umekuja Nairobi, you're hustling, but in truth, you don't have a community. You know, you're by yourself. Even before, if you're a chick, you get a man. If you're a man, you get a wife. Even before that, you find that you're in this sense of isolation that you don't know, because work is busy, life is busy. But you really have people you talk to and share what you feel with. So Supernova is a one-man performance that explores this from the eyes and from the experience of a man. But it also goes into very sensitive topics around pregnancy. And so this is not only from postpartum, but even the life around a woman when she's pregnant. But it's from a man's perspective, so he barely knows that much about the woman's experience. So he's sharing his through that journey.
Okay, I think that is intriguing enough to bring someone to watch, because many times, especially we as women, are very quick to say you don't understand, you're not a woman, but you really are not, so you wouldn't possibly be able to understand. But I think I'd be intrigued to hear what is a man thinking about this whole thing with the information they have or not. So I hope that you guys are excited for Supernova. One last round. I was telling Martin here, that's for people like me and 100 others, because I know you have meant to go to Supernova, but you have not. Here is your chance. So of course, you're going to be giving us more details. But before we go very far away from there, when I was reading through Supernova, I picked this. You talked about masculinity and solitude. There's a number of things that you cover, but solitude and masculinity caught my eye in the sense that you are saying you can be in Nairobi hustling, getting your paid at the end of every month, but you don't really have a community. And to even go further to say you could be married and with kids, but you still do not have a community because unatukanga job, you're tired, like you have like 3 minutes to really be in a social space where that does not include work or anything else. Why did you feel it was important to tackle solitude?
Well, of course, it has to start from the personal.
Yeah.
Maybe that's not true. It doesn't have to start from the personal, but for me at least it did. Yeah. Okay. So during COVID, we all found ourselves in spaces where you had to be by yourself. Unajua social distance.
Yes.
Even when you thought you had a flu, na mko kwa hao ya watu watano, you still had to step away from that. And I wrote this during COVID. Yeah. So I started writing this play late 2020, and it was officially done the first quarter of 2022.
Yes.
Yeah, so for 2 years I'd been sitting on this work, just tweaking.
Yes.
And again, like I said, it started from the personal. Yeah, so during COVID, I lost a friend. Yeah, due to life.
Yes.
Just because we are here, it also means at some point we leave. And so it was their time to leave. And I kept on thinking, what does this mean? Because a lot of us felt grief in that season.
Yes.
But what does this mean even for me as a person?
Yeah.
It means it is time we start thinking and contemplating on mortality.
Yes.
Yeah. And in doing so, then we start not taking for granted what we have here. But then again, we have to look around and see in this life we're not just by ourselves.
Yeah.
But thanks to life and the way things are, we find ourselves by ourselves. So we have to find a way to still love ourselves fully, still feel our batteries fully, because otherwise it's a struggle. Yeah.
Yes.
And so we have to then think about family.
Yeah.
Family are the ones we've been given the privilege of journeying this life with without choosing them.
Yes.
Yeah. So we have to think about those relationships. But we also have people we choose to have by our sides. These are spouses.
Yeah.
Then we have to really think about who we partner with. Yeah.
Yes.
So when we look at this character, Franklin Murumbi, who is played by Martin Kigondu, this character is a popular radio guy. Yeah. So he wakes up quite early, does his morning show from 6 to 10.
Yes.
And life is busy because calls are being made. People,
Yes.
unajua how it goes. Hey, let me tell you, Vaina.
Yeah.
Unajua, it's morning radio in Nairobi is very popular,
Yes.
or at least Kenya.
Yes.
So you feel as if your life is busy. You go to your social media, unajua numbers, you have followers, you are engaging. But in truth, are you really engaging? Because you still have to come back to yourself.
Yes. And once we leave, you're expecting you tomorrow at 6 a.m. Like that. That's
Still
the
as
next
happy.
time. Exactly. Still as happy, still as jovial,
Yeah.
with your things well put together.
Yeah.
I think that is intriguing. I'd like to listen through it. That solitude kind of got my attention because you can be lonely, people around you, but you're still very, very lonely and alone. So that is one theme I am looking forward to see how it unfolds, and I hope our audiences at home are looking forward to the same. Time is not on our side. We want to talk about counties. Where are you going with Supernova? When is the last show?
When is the last show?
Yes.
Good. So we started this quite early,
Yes.
the whole telling people about it.
Yes.
So we are super grateful that you
Yes.
guys have hosted us.
You're
we
most
welcome. I always
Yes.
bring hot news here.
Yes.
I got you.
Thank you.
I
Thank
got
you very much.
So Supernova has been on stage for the last 1 year plus. It won Playwright of the Year at the Kenya Theatre Awards.
Yes.
It also won Best Actor in a Solo Performance, Male.
Yes.
And so we thought of doing a victory lap. Yeah. So victory lap, for those who don't get, is normally the extra lap someone does once they're done. They've won, ameshinda trophy.
Yes.
And they're like, let me walk around with the trophy.
Yes.
So we are doing a victory lap, then with the culmination of the final show at the National Theatre Main Auditorium,
Yes.
the 31st of May.
Yes.
Yeah. This is a Wednesday night, and it's the eve to Madaraka Day.
Yes.
So ni watu wakuje wafurahie.
Because the next morning ain't gonna be any work.
Hakuna
so
kazi.
you can come and sit down in peace.
In peace. And before we get there,
Yes.
we'll have a couple of counties. Not that many though. So we'll do Mombasa. We'll share the dates.
Mombasa people.
We are
Yeah.
coming.
Yes.
They kept on asking.
Yeah.
We're doing Nanyuki. We always go to Nanyuki.
Yes.
And we're also doing Eldoret. Yeah, then hopefully a private show or two
Yes.
before we get to 31st.
All right, awesome. That seems like a whole pack. So you have no reason whatsoever not to get your ticket to Supernova because there's so many opportunities. I feel like this should be done for very many other shows so that anyone that has a reason to miss on this one can catch it up, a bit later somewhere. You talked about mature audience somewhere. Hiyo ilitoka wapi? Nileta mtoto wangu tukuje tuone hiyo show.
Well, there's nothing controversial on stage, yeah?
Yes.
But I think the themes that we tackle are around PG-18, PG-16 actually.
PG-16.
Because siku hizi watoto ni wajuaji.
Yes.
So PG-16, but it's because that, like we shared,
Yes.
the man speaks from a very raw
Yes.
space, yeah, because he's either in love or
Yes.
he's hurt. He's going through things,
Yeah.
and it's very unfiltered.
Yeah.
So
You need
no
someone
wonder
who can be able to navigate through all those emotions
Exactly.
and themes.
And an
Alright?
audience who gets it,
Yes.
and relates with it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
No wonder. So mature audience. Thank you. Moving on, I was about to ask you about the wins that you took home for this play, but you have listed them. How was that feeling? Because it's a different thing to think you in your house alone that this is a masterpiece that people could love, and actually other people, the community, the film community, actually agreeing with you. How was that feeling for you?
Oh, for sure. Vindication.
Yes.
Yeah, I felt vindicated. I think two of the things that I was most proud about
Yes.
had nothing to do with me that night. So Mwaura Bilal got Best Actor in a leading role for I Will Marry When I Want.
Yes.
I had been nominated for Best Supporting Actor
Yes.
for the same play,
Yeah.
but I did not get it. But I was super proud. Mwaura got it because Ngoge wa Thiong'o's play was one of the most beautiful things we did last year in the previous times.
Yes.
But Supernova, on the other hand, besides getting Playwright of the Year and
Yeah.
Best Actor in a solo performance, got Best Sound Design. Yeah, and what people don't know is that it's not only the guy behind the machines. He actually won.
Yes.
This is Ambrose. But it was, I know how we got there. Because for the radio show, we had to do voiceovers for, because you actually hear it play.
Yes.
So we had Abu Sense work behind it. We had a guy called Ndaiga work behind it. So
Yeah.
seeing the trophy come our way was more of a pat on the back because
Yes.
a lot of people were part of that
For the
journey.
work that you put in. Actually, I was going there. This is Martin, your interviews. I was going there because I wanted to ask how you win for sound design, because sound is very, 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 I don't know, fragile for lack of a better word. And there's a lot of work that gets into it. So thank you for explaining that there was a lot of work that had to go into it. Because, from outside, I was thinking, I thought Supernova was a one-man show. Where is that? Where sound ni mingi hivo? It's just Martin speaking. But now I know. Now I know there's a lot of work that went to it. So congratulations for that. My campus lecturer used to say people can watch a bad video, but they can't stand bad audio. So I love that, you got that put together in a way that is award-winning. So thank you very much also for that one. So we have a couple of shows. We have said Nanyuki, Eldoret, Mombasa, and then finally at the Kenya National Theatre, and maybe a number of private shows here and there. So keep on the lookout. Martin is going to be giving us his socials. Actually, let's do that. Socials on how guys can follow up, because I'm hearing there's a lot that is going to happen over the next 2 months.
Yeah.
So where can guys be able to keep tabs?
Guys can keep tabs on @Prevail Presents.
@Prevail Presents.
This is on IG.
Yes.
This is on Facebook as well. And apparently tuko nini pia TikTok.
Mko TikTok?
Apparently,
Yeah, all right. TikTok
I
wamefika.
didn't know. Tumefika. But @Prevail Presents.
Yes.
And you won't only get details on this particular play Supernova, but you'll get details on the final performance of Blessed Be the Fruit, which was also heavily nominated.
Yes.
And it closed its Nairobi run. But we're doing one more show in Nanyuki.
Nanyuki. Yes.
And you'll also get details on our first feature film,
Yes.
which we'll be doing much later. We are turning one of our plays, Matchstick Men, into a film. And hopefully we'll ask guys to help us a crowd fund or something.
Yes.
I'm seeing
Yes.
people doing that.
Yeah.
But we are thinking we'll try and do it more uniquely, so maybe arrange dinners and all. So yes, at Prevail Presents, you get all the details.
You get all the information.
Personally,
Yes.
at Kigondu, Kigonduw.
Yes.
And I'm not the one behind the socials for Busy Being Born, but people could also follow what we do at the
Busy Being
podcast.
Born podcast.
Yes.
So thank you. I think if you follow just Prevail Presents, I think you will get all the gist of what is happening, the where, the when, the tickets. You're going to be getting all that details. Tickets. How much are the tickets selling for?
It's quite early.
Yeah.
It's quite early. So at the door, and I'd also like to say we probably might not do at the door.
Yes.
But here at the door it's 2,500. But early birds, we actually literally calling them that.
Yes.
Early birds is 999.
999.
Yes.
Wow. So I don't think there shouldn't be tickets at the door.
Yes,
If
right.
that's the difference, please
buy
get
now.
your early bird tickets. It's just 999 Kenya shillings.
Mm.
And get yourself a night to remember. Every minute is going to be worth every of your coin. But you know what? You have some moolah you want to splash Martin's way. Come at the gate. You can get it for 2,500 and get in and watch an amazing show. What are we planning after the victory lap for Supernova?
For Supernova.
Yes.
Maybe I could actually just add,
Yes.
just for clarity,
Yes,
after the
please.
999,
Yes.
once we are mid this month,
Yes.
now we escalate it to the next level,
Yes.
and so on as we
then,
get closer
so
to
the
25.
earlier the better. You
Exactly.
can get your tickets now. Go ahead and get them now.
Yes, please. What next?
Yeah.
What next is I'll take a rest.
Yes.
Yeah, so the last one here.
I like that.
The last 1 year has been super busy.
Yes.
And I've been ordered to be on stage back to back
Yes.
for recently Betrayal in the City.
Yes.
Before that, like I said, Ngoge.
Yes.
Before that, we did Irregardless 1 and Irregardless 2.
Yes.
I did Speak Their Names. I did Supernova for quite a while. So it's been back to back to
Yes.
back. I've been directing as well. And so I'd forgotten how it felt to just laze
Yes.
around, which is good for
Yeah.
the creatives. You need
True.
time to also just bum.
Yeah.
But I probably won't be bumming because I'm only, the hiatus that I'm taking after Supernova is just for stage acting. So I'm still
so
directing.
you're still going to be directing,
Yes.
doing a lot of off stage.
Yes,
Yes,
work,
yeah.
yes. So a couple of plays, not only for Prevail Presents, but others as well. Prevail Presents, we'll be releasing our short film, finally, our next short film, Kanudu.
Yeah.
It's called Kanudu. We
Moving on.
made it
Yes.
a couple of years back, and
Yes.
it focuses on the struggle of, again, the modern man and alcoholism. So we'll be tackling that. And our first feature film, Matchstick Men. So hopefully by the end of the year, we'll have shared on the whens and the whys and the hows.
Exactly.
And
So a lot of work is still going to be going on for you and for Prevail Presents.
Yes.
Just on stage, you on stage is going to take a,
Yes.
kidogo backseat.
Yeah. Yes, unless a really cool project comes.
Yes.
I
you're
keep
not
saying
closing your door all the way.
Exactly.
Kidogo space for people in case something decides to sneak in.
possibility.
All right.
You have to leave some room for Jesus.
Exactly, you
Yeah.
know.
Yeah.
So we are looking forward to Supernova. I'd like you to take like half a minute because we have run out of time. Just invite people for Supernova in your own words, because I don't know. I have no more words I can say to really invite people to Supernova, because I feel it's going to be amazing. And then for all those missed opportunities and for those who enjoyed it a great deal, why not come back?
Exactly.
So please invite guys as we close.
Sante sana. Ladies and gentlemen, the modern man is an enigma to many, even to himself. The modern man is struggling. The modern man needs love, laughter, and needs balance. Supernova is a one-man show about a man who's going through a lot in this Nairobi of ours. You've probably heard him on the radio. on a show called, and I dare say this,
Yes.
I don't think it's cussing. The show is called F in the Morning.
Yes.
Yeah, come and get the gist around the name. It stars Martin Kigondu,
Yes.
a really good actor, I hear, a really good writer as well. And it's going to be a phenomenal show. It has been done before, so this is a victory lap.
Yeah.
Before, we can't do this forever, so it's my turn to now leave it to the next actor. And it's been an honor journeying with this performance for the last 1 year plus, writing it 2 years plus. So kindly come for Supernova at Kenya National Theatre. But if you can catch us on the road, tuonane barabarani. Let's keep at it. At Prevail presents Everywhere You Turn at Kigondu. Thank you very much.
Yes, you are most welcome. Thank you. I felt like I couldn't say what you have just said. I feel nataka kusikia. So guys, ladies and gentlemen, we are done. That has been our second launch. Thank you very much, Martin, for being here, for always being here and being here way in advance. If anakupatia time ya kutafuta hiyo thao haraka before things begin to pile up. But thank you very much for joining us for this last launch. Tunaifungia hapo, and we are also on our way to actually close the show. But for now, we're going for a short break. When we come back, we are also doing the victory lap for Art and Culture Monday for this specific Monday morning. Thank you.
Thank you.
That's a good one. A masterpiece plan.
First class, but remember the Bible to dig up for the coffin and take it down to my second-hand shop, mortuary and supply store. The coffin must be resold to offset the burial expenses.
That will be done, my lord. But my fee?
Later.
But I've waited for too long. My payment from you is not forthcoming.
Patience, brother. Patience. Once the dust has settled, there'll be a reason to celebrate. And now, the body has been found. Go and spread the news. A big reward awaits you.
Really? Then I must act in haste and take 1,000 times over.
A good tool, that fellow. See what comes there. Zacchaeus' wife, weeping. You drove it to his end. Now how do you expect me to look after the children? You will manage somehow. You know I must admit that I was a little bit hard on him. Because I needed the money, I needed the land, and above all, I was dying for you. And now that he's gone, there's nothing to worry about. I'm a dead man. Don't touch me. I say, take your hand off me. Don't be cross with me. Let my goals be the goals. We cannot live in the past at all times, darling. Aren't you ashamed of yourself? What do you take me for? A flat? How can you take advantage of a position and talk to this woman more than the devil? It could have been different. But now, I have children to take care, to feed, to educate, and to provide shelter. How on earth do you expect me to fight for them after what you've done to me? That's your problem. What are you to marry and overproduce like a guinea pig? You could have produced 3 children that are able to take care of. Since the birds, the beasts, and the flowers in the wilderness. Thank you for being the love of the patient, Mr. Zakai. Maybe at this juncture, you should be able to educate us on why papas should marry and neglect children that they are not able to take care of. But the word says, go ye multiply and fill the world with children like sand on the seashore. Thank you for being patient. Mr. Zakai, that's your problem. When you came, you told me you were afraid. Why are you doing this to me? Okay, Mr. Zakai, you are becoming too offensive. I will not find the words with your tongue. You have to vacate my land. You may call the police. Bring a caterpillar to bulldoze me out of my own land. But one thing is clear, I'm not moving. You are a grooming man. I have to sign court order. This land is going to be auctioned.
Public auction, public auction.
I can't believe it. How can you do this to me behind my back?
Public auction, public auction. Zacharias piece of land on sale by public auction. The bank loan must be repaid. Any bidder.
10,000 shillings.
10,000 shillings.
15,000 shillings.
15,000 shillings.
Wait. Since I have no cash, I give my dear wife for years and weeks. No. I protest. I advise you to listen to everything that I told him. We became adamant. He ignored me. Now see my sister's land. I don't have a little regard for me. We have our own dignity. Don't work. I will not accept to be auctioned like a cow, sheep, or goat. Why do you let me down at the 11th house? You're my wife. Remember your vow. You promised to stand by my side at the time of trouble, for better or for worse. In poverty, or in need, till death do us part.
15,000 shillings.
Wait! Please, some good Samaritan help! This callous and cruel world. My life is going, yet no one is willing to assist. 25,000 shillings.
25,000 shillings.
Upon my body and blood, I offer myself, though I doubt if I'm not the sent. Terms strictly 30,000 shillings.
30,000 shillings. Going. 3, 2, 1. Gone by the fall of the hour.
You take away my life when you beat us from this land. That sustains my life.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much for keeping it KUTV. Of course, the absurd play was what was playing for you. And I hope that you can be able, I hope that you have enjoyed it, that you can be able, to keep up. Tutakuwa tunakuletea kadhaa as we go on in the course of the show. So stay up and keep up from 7 a.m. so that at least you can get the continuation of it. But if you missed it, you got in a bit late, just worry not. You can go to our YouTube channel and check it out, and you're going to be watching the absurd play right there for zero cost. Amazing entertainment at no cost at all. So kimbia pale. And then next Monday we are also going to be bringing you another play. So stick around for Art and Culture Monday. I like that direction. Stick around and you're going to be enjoying the work that the thespians that we host here go and do. All right, so I hope that you have had an amazing time. Thank you for communicating back to me. Thank you for letting me know that you're watching. You guys are phenomenal at that. We want to move on haraka to our art calendar, and of course we start kama kawaida with Supernova. Martin Kigondu was just there and we have talked at length about Supernova, but the most important detail is that it's going to be going down at the Kenya National Theatre main auditorium, ukumbi mkubwa, at on the 31st of May. Tickets, early bird tickets are now going for just 999 Kenya shillings. And as we go by, the tickets are going to become more expensive as we near the day. All right. So if you can be able to get your ticket for just 999 bob to go watch Supernova, you're going to be having an amazing time. And it's in the on the eve of a holiday, so you can actually go there, have some good time, and the next day you don't even have to go to work. So perfect timing. Moving on, we have, of course, Miller's Productions. Miller's Productions are bringing to us Midnight Train this Easter. Yes, this Easter on the 8th and the 9th of April. That is Saturday and Sunday. Midnight Train is written by Saumu Kombo, directed by Terry Munyeria. Music is produced by Brian Aseli, and the show is produced by none other than Claire Wahome. All right, we know Miller's Production. They do an amazing job. So you can go there at the Kenya National Theatre main hall. Tickets are going for single tickets at 1,000 bob, couple tickets at 1,800 Kenya shillings. At the gate, you're going to be paying a single ticket for 1,200 bob, and a group of 5 are paying 4,000 bob. So you can get your tickets at Tico Hub. So Tico Hub, kimbia pale, get your ticket for Midnight Train, and you're going to be enjoying an amazing time from Miller's Productions. Otherwise, thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen. It's an honor. It always is to be here every Monday, 7 to 10 a.m. to give you a bomb start of the week. It's always a pleasure. And thank you for being here, for listening in, for commenting, for watching silently, for taking us with you when we are streaming live on Facebook and YouTube. Thank you very much. I would like to give my personal gratitudes to you and wish you a happy Easter. This Easter season. Please go home, see your parents, rudi Nairobi, fanya kazi kidogo. Wherever you are at, I hope that you do have an amazing Easter, and have fun with it. Happy week, happy new month, and I'ma see you on the next Art and Culture Monday show.
Baby, take your time, take it easy. I don't wanna lose our memories again. Mimi sidai kufight na wewe. Manze kila siku